Hi everyone, welcome back to Focus Inspired. Today, we're diving into a topic that many of you can relate to, the overwhelming sea of career options. Ever feel like you're drowning in choices and can't seem to navigate your way to the right career path? You're not alone. Today, we're going to explore the concept of choice overload and discuss practical strategies to help you find your way through this crazy maze of possibilities. We'll speak about the paradox of choice, the consequences of unmanaged choices, and strategies to manage those career choices. If you're a returning subscriber, glad to have you back. If you're new, hello and welcome. I'm Luki, and I make videos on what you didn't know you needed to know about jobs, careers, and life. Subscribe to stay up to date. Now, let's get on with the video. First, let's talk about the paradox of choice. It's this idea that while having numerous options seems like a good thing, it can actually lead to increased stress and indecision. You want to think about each of the options and compare them. Pick the best one, and because there's so many options, you might end up in analysis paralysis. When our parents were growing up, career options were more limited. There were fewer schools and programs, there were fewer industries and areas to get into, and in a sense, fewer opportunities was a blessing for them. In this day and age, it seems like there are infinite choices. And while it might seem like more choices are better, it's actually not. If you have a significant number of choices, one of the best bets here is to chunk your choices. That means categorizing your options based on your area of interest. Instead of choosing from 31 options, you pick between 5 categories. Then from your categories, you can do a bit of prioritization. Think about criteria like growth potential, alignment with values, interest, or whatever criteria that makes sense to you. You might need to do some research as well. You can do some desktop research by Googling on the internet, reading blog posts, watching videos, or listening to podcasts. Though I would highly encourage you to go out there and have a coffee or virtual chat with people doing what you want to be doing. What do they like about the job? What don't they like about the job? If what they say resonates with you, you're probably on a good path. If what they say doesn't, then you might want to reconsider. When you have a general idea of which option you want to prioritize, you can use the Flavor of the Month tool to start exploring one. Why just choose one? Well, there's a concept called the consequence of unmanaged choices, which can lead to stress, indecision, and other negative impacts on your mental well-being. Think of it like having a browser with 31 tabs open, or having your phone with dozens of apps open. If you've ever been in that situation, you may have noticed how it can slow down your device. So picking down one option is like closing a bunch of tabs or apps. That can be super helpful to get you some career clarity. If you really can't choose, then flip a coin. Really, Luki? Flip a coin? With a decision as important as my career? Yes. If you consider the quote, "For there is nothing good or bad, but thinking makes it so," that means that every decision that you make is a bad decision, and every decision you make is a good decision, depending on what perspective you decide to take. A related perspective is that every decision you make is the best decision. Why? Well, because you don't have a time machine to change it. So you might as well make it the best decision. Plus, there's the expression, hindsight is 20/20, which means that if you had more or different information, you'd have made a different decision. And you'll only get that new information by taking action. Now, if you're finding this video helpful, why not join the Focus Inspired Academy, which is your gym for career confidence. Go deeper into these concepts and get group coaching to help. Click the link in the description box below for a free 1-month trial for supporting the channel. Now, let's continue with the video. Also, just because the tool is called the Flavor of the Month, doesn't mean it has to be a month. It could be a week, it could be a quarter, it could be a whole year. Just set some time frame so that you can focus without too many distractions. The other options can be future flavors of the month. And during that time period, explore the option to its logical conclusion. That could mean lots of coffee chats, taking courses, volunteering, or whatever you can do to explore and experience that career path. The important part is to allocate time to explore. A few hours in the evening, a day a week, or a few weekends a month. The great part is that if you're really passionate about the current flavor of the month, nothing is stopping you from making next month's flavor the same one. As you're going down the path of exploring your career, another great option is to seek out mentors. They could be folks that you speak to in a coffee chat, or they could be someone separate from your path to help you make an informed decision based on your values. Consider even having multiple mentors and start building your personal board of directors. While multiple opinions can help, you also want a method on how to make a decision in the case that your mentors present differing and sometimes conflicting opinions. You could also enlist the help of an accountability partner or even a coach to help you through your potential decisions. Leverage them as sounding boards, as sometimes just voicing your perspectives out loud can help you make a decision. Lastly, take some time to reflect. improve, and be aware of your obstacles. You might be in this situation because of uncertainty, because you don't have clarity, or you couldn't envision your career future. Hopefully the research and conversations make your career future a little less fuzzy, though keep in mind that you may never have a crystal clear picture of your future, and that's okay. Remember the quote, progress versus perfection. You might also feel like you have limited opportunities. Well, that reminds me of the quote, we don't fail due to lack of resources, we fail due to lack of resourcefulness. If you upgrade your creativity and your resourcefulness, you'll find that you have way more opportunities than you can imagine. And if you're struggling with the fear of failure, consider the quote, never lose, win or learn. Imagine that there's no failure down your chosen career path, only feedback. So if you find yourself dealing with choice overload and need help navigating a sea of career options, remember, you're not alone. Be aware of the paradox of choice and chunk as needed. And if you have too many choices, just pick one or flip a coin if you have to. And use strategies to help you pick your flavor of the month. Remember to share this video with a friend, let me know if you have any questions or what you're struggling with in your job search or career, and feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips on jobs, careers, and life. And YouTube recommends that you check out these videos next. Until next time, be focused and stay inspired.